has been claimed, but the defense is here, Sully.
And no matter how quick Moist Moguls can get the spike down, everyone on the guard, all 5 players are out towards heaven. It's an early duel between these 5.
A huge paranoia there allows for the first 2 kills to go the way of Moist. Meanwhile, Brock working the long con, moving through tree once more. Valorant gonna try and help Jonah P up top, and these are the 2 that you want alive in a situation like this. Both Valorant and Jonah P up there. In terms of clutch percentages, Jonah P finds his 3rd on the round. This guy said on Twitter, hey, I'm gonna give you some more of that clutch action. And he gets us started nice and early. 1 to go for Brock with 28 HP. A right click will not do it. Valorant finds the kill, and the guard will take the round.
I really like this round from the guard, and specifically Net, who did.
Surely, they don't expect this. Flya, first one up, first one down. Good damage onto Tex. It'll force him off the angle, but an Nano Storm will keep Moist Mogul stuck inside B main for now as Sim takes his space moving forward. But the guard are here.
And that's a very, very risky duel from Sim. Yes, he wants to try and take space back so they're not corralled into the back of B site. But that one pick from Tex getting away, causing desperation from a player like Sim to say, hey, I need to get my name on the server, and I need to take space back for my team. Now these last 3 players, there's not a lot of util between them. And so they're going to be hard pressed to try and make it happen in a lot of 1v1 duels.
Yeah, but 3 players pushing through main, 2 of which that have been spotted. Tex still disconnected from the play because he's down to 11 HP. Didn't want to put himself in a bad spot. Speaking of bad spots, Steve is standing inside the smoke. He will go down through it.
Flash as well. They're going to try and crunch towards B, and it is a good play, but as he checks the corner,
I mean, that's big from Sim, but even bigger from Jonah P. We go 2 for 2 at the start of this round, and the guard aren't giving it up just yet. They fought for the space inside B main. They pushed all the way throughout. They want to deal with Sim. They've erased him off the map. Now a player down or Moist as they set their eyes on this A site. The spike not yet committed as Valen will teleport across the map to help his teammate out.
Another disadvantageous position if you're Moist Moguls. Thief was thinking about it, peeking his head on top, but he's got no idea who's going to be there. It's Net with the op in this retake. They're trying to spam the spike down, and it might actually work. No damage done to Brock. He's got a Hunter's Fury, but he's in no spot to use it. These 2 players have got a recon bolt and a paranoia between both of them.
Standing ahead.
One enemy remaining.
And Net just ready for everything, expecting some sort of aggression.
Shut down this Moist Mogul exec. Now what do you do? Because you've got space nowhere else on the map, and with an Odin already spamming you down, things just get a whole lot worse.
Yeah, no space. Now you're starting to lose players. Yeah, that's worst case scenario. 5 players inside main. You basically throw all your eggs in this lockdown basket, and then the bottom of the basket falls. Your eggs break.
Tex pushed down mid as well. You really have no eggs. All those eggs that you're talking about. And guard are cooking with them. And I like Tex's spot as well. And you can see as well, they're prepared for an A hit. They've got a turret, an alarm bot, a lockdown as well from Net as soon as he hears contact.
30 seconds
It's not
left.
a pretty sight if you're Moist Moguls. How do you even exec to begin with? Bro!
No.
Player standing.
No. That just feels like the game so far. Tex walking on water, finding obviously op shot kills, sure, but then getting away with absolute murder there with the shorty. And then it's Brock to try and do it again. 10 seconds. The Odin dropped more. All 5 outside B main here, just looking again to play the chaos, play the scramble, and the guard has been doing it better. A shorty in hand, Sim goes down.
They don't
Tex
check.
will find the first. Net has not been cleared, and he's going to collect.
You're kidding me.
Make it 4 for Net, and only getting it from Moist Moguls. And a barrel's being spotted. Sim somehow stays alive. Trying to step to safety. Net's been dealt with. Another player around the corner, but Brock has his wits about him.
There's something here for Moist Moguls. Null command gets popped behind them, and Trent's already here. He's got to spam as well through this wall. But can they get the spike down? That's a risky swing.
Player standing.
And they cut it down to 1. It's all up to Tex.
Spike
The Clutcher's
planted.
out of the equation. Still good damage, though, from Trent and Valen, still holding that position. And Tex is going around the world here.
Look at a util. Not a lot left for Moist Moguls, and I wonder when Flya does get this knife online, how the timing looks, if he's going to get the info. They have just smoked off A main, so there is some idea that he could be here. But look at the angles. Nobody's actually watching him directly. He could walk out right now, and they would never know. Bot is ready for a flank, but these 4 players that Moist pushed down mid are actually wrapping towards Cat. And there isn't anyone here for the guard looking to face. 3 players pushing to heaven, and they could get a very free, isolated 1v1 here against Brock.
Unfortunately, there's help but a flash on the other side. Brock will find the first text there for the trade. With 26 HP, he'll dash away, find himself safe. Things get weird for a second. Jonah P falls just as Tex will follow. Flya starting to claw the way back into this one at this pistol round, seemingly to go the way of Moist Moguls, and that it does.
Space for Valorant to lurk up, and if Valorant gets timing like he did in the last, it could be scary. And you hear it, the op shot goes ringing across the map. Sim with his first shot with the big gun, and it's nothing. That big kill towards mid is going to exploit them. They'll break the alarm, but that will commit players here.
Yeah, Thief in flashes aplenty though. Flya will try his hand. They've spotted the spike, and Flya wants some more. He grabs it, 2 kills.
Valent's on
the way to the KO. Yep, Valen with the backstab does it once more, clears out this A site. Things are even.
No lockdown yet for Net. Valen just underneath. He should know both players are here. He's been spotted and won't get spammed down, luckily. Never mind.
Ooh. Yeah, I thought he was safe. No respite there for Valen. Net now gonna try his hand. 2 players spotted. As Brock ducks away, a Proto will find the kill, and Moist Moguls hang on.
Big, no dash, no chance to get away, just 2 smokes and a prayer.
He finds it first. No real response.
Away.
Can he get spammed here, though? Trent is definitely going to try his hand at this one. Brock will assume that position. Lockdown comes through. Now the defenders that have backed away to the safety of this site need to leave it.
Brock
and with that, Valorant will
here.
take it. Out comes from the shadows. Brock gets detained, trying to find something as the attack would push on through, but they find absolutely nothing. A tap on the spike. But Valen is all on his lonesome.
I wonder if Moist Moguls is going to think that the majority of these players are shot through the wall. Trent tagged down. But do they know where everyone is? They surely know where 2 are for now, but Valen is alone on site, and they cannot lose that control.
Yeah, they have absolutely no idea. Thief gonna shrouded step out towards the switch, so he's got himself on the cross. You see Sim still postured up with that operator. Net's timing.
They're not
Everything here.
Not
Buns, so it's 4 kills on the round. The ace will escape him, but surely this one belongs to the guard, as Thief has so many angles to worry about. And backside wasn't the first. He still sitting here. Look at Tex's position. He's all the way up in market already.
He's going to be looking for lurks. I wonder if this contact towards Cat should draw a rotation and give an opportunity for Net and Tex to slip through. But Thief, I really like his odds in this angle.
And the paranoia usually means something for the team. Instead, it's a bit of damage. That's Trent down to 8 HP as they back away. They're going to bring up the cavalry, though. Tex has this space inside market. And eventually it's taken away. The rest of the team is here. Paranoia will force him off the angle. Flya still inside. A beautiful reveal comes through. It allows Brock for the first, make it a second, as Sim will also jump his way into the kill feed. And that lockdown that we mentioned has no value here in this round as Net finds himself a 1v5.
And the idea here from the guard was we can try and create confusion towards the A side, see if we can draw rotates, maybe give an opportunity for someone like Tex or Net to capitalize on someone pushing B. That null command wasn't able to reach Brock as well. That Hunter's Fury, that's a spam that has to connect, and it does. But Trent's got the high HP, and Net is on alert. What is this timing between these players? They have to kill the KJ.
Yeah, Proto's still alive, so that alarm bot will trigger, and they'll know, no, they just get suppressed. The worst timing there. A 0 point comes out. A Proto was suppressed now. It doesn't matter. Here comes the paranoia, but here comes the backstab just behind him. It's all up to Brock. He'll try and hang on, and he does so for 3 kills on the round. Next up is Valen. Through the box, he goes down. And the time, it seems he has enough. And Moist Moguls find a way to hang on.
And the flash timing, no, it's a nade instead. Great paranoia, though, from Valen.
Yeah, Thief sends one back, though, so it slows things down. Brock gets up to space for just a moment, but it's Brock who's in a tough spot. If Sim does not hit this shot, it would be everything. Recon Bolt is out. Tex and friends now starting to march their way through. Thief doesn't give himself up, but Jonah P still finds him. And the shots, the optic continues to ring, but it's Sim who finds himself at 2 HP as Tex holds the angle. Down to 2, they battled the best they could, but it might not be enough unless the Proto gets it done and he falls short. The guard will eventually push Moist over the edge here in map 1.
13-10. They only got 3 rounds on their 5-on-5 retake here just in the pistol round.
Yeah, things get slowed down though. Stun comes out. Valen put in a bad spot finally. The fault line subsides and Net will find the first, but Moist are here to fight for this B site. You talked about the retake, Sully, and well, they're taking it back before that spike can even get planted, but we find ourselves in the ones. It's Jonah P, who's clutched before. Can he do it again? Brock just on the other side. The spike a little out of reach as they dance the dance. Here in the pistol round, it's Brock to actually reposition, but he gives himself up.
He's 5 seconds till this fault line, Tanner.
Unavailable. Spike in hand, sends that one out now. Beautiful stun there, played perfectly from Jonah P. The only team who are still making... I'm gonna hold this thought because we might get a fight nice and early. Sim postured up, trying to grab the orb. Valen way too greedy for that one.
Yeah, by himself as well. He gets the orb and a bullet to the head, so I guess 2 ult points from him. That's what he really, really wanted. But no smokes on this exec, and Moist Smokers are already here again.
And no smokes absolutely hurt. And well, now you got no lineups. 2 more players fall. Jonah P across the map with Trent in tow. The fade aforementioned earlier in this round.
He's been good in playoffs so far, Jonah P. A playoff hero. And he's got 4 players all coming from one angle. No flashes from Brock, so they can't check this. They can't check this. He needed a little bit extra in that fight. And they didn't check game 8 for it.
No, and Jonah P, he just steps to the side. He's A-okay. Flashes aplenty as Valen helps him out for the first. Finally, the backstab comes through, but it's a guard, a player ahead. And it's all up to Moist to now make the play. 2 remain inside A main. As the paint shells get blocked just a bit of Proto. Gonna go on the offensive here with 54 HP. That Sky Smoke not gonna be much longer as Tex will find the first. The second, they only have to pay attention to where this retake is coming from, and most of the time it's through this spawn. Ooh, good aggression, no. Flash in the backside. Out comes the showstopper. Tex cannot find his footing as he goes up top. He's taken down a 2-for-2 trade thus far, but an ultimate used, an ultimate gone, and even grounds.
I'm confused. I think the Rolling Thunder was used by Jonah P and mistimed. He's got 2 of his own players stunned as well. So a very messy trade over towards Sands. And they're checking over towards Rope in case of the rotate, but they know it's going to be an A hit regardless. No ultimates to hold back the plant for now. This Moist Moguls
planted.
might be able to get an isolated 1 on site here if they're able to flush out Valen.
And they're just moments late on the util again. Spike gets planted, Incendiary goes out, and no real pressure for Valen. Wasn't even planning up against it here. Knives are out, Cloudburst down. Sim gonna try and it's a Proto to find that first kill. Trent there on the trade. Here comes a backstab from Sands, holding down Mouse. One with the classic out. It's a Proto for 3.
Where are they gonna go for the ult here? They set up Net in a good spot. He is gonna get hit by it, never mind. 2 players don't. That's a great orbital strike to delay though.
Yeah, staying alive. Heals come through with that regrowth from Brock, so as healthy as can be as they look to find their way back on, but Tex just starts to knock them down. Yeah, paint shells out, forcing their hand. They push forward right into the welcome arms of Trent. As the operator shot, it goes wide. Look at the health. No! He doesn't need the op, but he continues to this one.
Sim on a pretty deep lurk has been spotted, so he's going to be a little bit late to the fight, but a great spam from Thief. Opens us up, an even better one from Jonah P. We're trading blow for blow right now.
You blow for blow, but this is not where you want to be if you're Moist Moguls. A 6th man here in the round being the Spike as the clock continues to tick, and they've yet to take this space on the site. Now Flya out on his front foot. Duel taken with Brock. Tex falls. The player ahead, but the backstabs are here. Doubled up inside tower, and Jonah P is teeing off for 4 kills on the round. A bit slower in taking control, but again, nobody really home. Sim will find the first kill.
Lurk up,
I believe, underneath.
3 players.
What does it mean? Net's down, sure, but we've seen the guard battle back in this one. Moist Moguls still have to make us believers here. Sim steps up, Valen knocks him down. A Proto steals him from across the site as he works his way on, and corners go uncleared, but Jonah P has to do it again. And if anybody could do it, it's just not here. Rolling Thunder comes through, up goes a Proto.
Get a 9th here. You don't like the odds for Moist going forward.
And they're just so ready for it at this point. Blades online. Sim tries it again. Desperation here from Moist Moguls as they look to push the pace, but the guard deal with it perfectly.
This is one way to deal with a crunch. Brock with a stinger, doing whatever he can, but there's nothing.
Player standing.
Moist Moguls getting desperate here in the last round. As a Proto in a 1v5, watched by Jonah P already. This is 9-3, and this is another dominant first. They will have Util to help him out here. Fault line. Aftershock as well, they're not getting into it. They're leaving Net to his own devices.
And when does he finally push out? Sim tucked away, a couple of kills go the way of Moist as they start to fight back. The Garter getting cut down. Tex will now try his hand. Paint Shell's out, trusty Sheriff in his back pocket. 3 players still to worry about, one of which
Spike planted.
low in HP. That's Flya playing just off the site. Pistol spotted, not gonna be enough. Good shots there. Flash won't land. Who peeks first? Or do they go same time? 1 kill away from the Paint Shells. Could be everything that he needs. A shot that goes wide. A second one doesn't quite find its mark eventually.
Oh my God!
Goes huge! The clutches don't stop! But that's the name of the game. A light buy. Well, a force. Basically here for Moist. They purchased up everything they could. It's not everything that they would have hoped for. Util dumped out. Plenty coming through. Trent tossing out a Prowler. Go 1-for-1 in kills just on the other side. Is this fade? Flash is out. Undetected, unaffected. A classic in hand, but it looks like Moist have found a way. It's Tex again in a similar situation. A 1v3. Paint Shell's available. Health is low.
I still love his odds here. I still love his odds off of that nade. I love these odds here for him. A Proto gets away though. Barely tagged. But this Phantom could make magic. One towards drop, one on site in the back corner, and one just behind the default box. He fakes it. The door opens, but he doesn't enter. He doesn't check dish. He doesn't check drop. That could be his demise. It's a crossfire. That's gonna put him down. No clutch this time around. Moist Moguls will have the reinforcements of this orbital strike here, but Moist Moguls don't seem fully committed. They're gonna dash up and put at least Sim up top, but 3 players are kind of lagging behind, and they're not invested into this site just yet fully.
No, they do get the orbital strikeout though from Valorant, so that ultimate won't be available. They send one back of their own. Brock caught with the guiding light in hand inside the smoke. The fights continue, and unfortunately they're not going the way of Moist Moguls. Sim was the last one standing, found himself prim. Yeah, all eyes on Sim as the tip of the spear here. Utility of plenty. The Trailblazer comes through. Should dig out Valen up top. Go the blades. When it shower, not quite getting the value. He's stuck inside his own smoke. Not healthy enough to peek out just yet. A Prowler takes a bite, and he still cannot fight a Proto. Waiting to get something cheeky as he drops down. The backstep there from Jonah, and the guard are starting to clean up. 1 player the lead as the Rolling Thunder comes through deep, allowed the plant.
Flash and Molly between Thief and Flya. And 4 players, well, just 3 patiently waiting. What a flash and what a chance given to Moist Moguls. They've been here before in the comeback situation, and they do it again against 2 Stingers. Oh, I just feel something bad's gonna happen. I knew something bad was gonna happen, Tanner.
More than they could have hoped for. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, the guard also fighting for this space. They gamble the bottom side. And well, they start to win huge. They go all in, and Moist don't have many ways out. Weapons aplenty here for the guard to pick up. As Tex will find himself a Phantom, 2 players just around the corner. Sim will try his hand at them both, but the first one takes them too much. Out goes the Prowler, reveals player inside main. A Proto still holds his ground on the cross. Gonna try and keep Sim alive, who refused to give up his spot. And he finds one for it. Valen there for the trade back, and the odds are even. Time though.
They tap. Where is it?
Tap on the spike, deep grabs one, Tex for the next. Incendiary is down. Do they have enough time? Bot off the clock as Brock has been dealt with. That's gonna be enough. Moist Moguls have done just enough to hang on for another round here on Fracture.
But no guns, Tanner. No guns moving forward. And look at the... They don't know that Moist Moguls have just walked up on the B side. That was Sim with an opportunity.
Yeah, Sim beside himself there, not able to land those shots. Stunned up, Flya rights his wrongs for 2 of his own as Jonah P battles back. As the rifle is Jonah P, now he's got one in hand. Up goes Sim, ripped from the sky, and this would be the round. We said it. If ever one to get it done, it would be this one from the guard, but a Proto cuts it down. to just one, and he's got the read from the ultimate.
30 seconds
He's got the
left.
spam. It's a Sheriff up against a rifle here, Tanner, and a Proto. He gets the spike down. No cam, but time to set himself up for a post plan.
And creeping up his net slowly,
Jesus.
but surely. And they just miss one another. A 1v1 a Proto, always good for this. A rifle in hand, but net cannot equip in time. And a Proto awarded.
It's not a fake. It's just a re-exec towards A. And 4 players here, but does he use it in the right spot?
30 seconds left.
Oh, and this has been heard. Out comes that
It
rolling
doesn't
thunder.
hit.
Trent's unaffected. One smoke to work with. Trent pushes through, knife out. Thief gets one back to sight. Has been assumed, but here comes the backstab. Brock caught in the seas, and Trent
player
can't get
standing.
the kill. But on the backside,
down
it's
A.
Valorant to try and hold on. But Moist Moguls do it. They pave the way. The plane keep.
No one was towards Dish as well for Moist Mogul, so he had nowhere to go. And look how prepared. Look at this A main fight that's about to happen.
And door swings open, 1-for-1. A Proto wants to find some more. Flashes keep the attack at bay. Out comes the aftershock. Trent sees through it. Clearly, Trent sees through it. And now Thief will try his hand. A 1v4. Smoke goes down. The first fight with Valorant cannot win. Oh, Prowler doesn't get Flya here, but there's 3 players around the corner. Flash a second too late, and he'll eventually be dealt with. Moist want to fight back for it. Jonah P takes 2 before falling, and Tex isn't done. He's still on the angle. Boombot's
like
out.
this.
2 players are just around the corner, and Moist have to fight to leave their spawn, but the crunch is here, and a Proto has to do it again. He's been revealed across the map, and he's spikeless.
Look at the position. They're watching the rope. Eyes as well on the B site. And a Proto. 2 cages, Tanner. 2 cages to make a cross. He's got at least a 1v1 against Tex, but then it's a game of guessing. Where does net reside? And he's hoping someone gets aggressive with 40 seconds left. He's just checked his flank. And he knows they're playing together.
He's got to
30
get a
seconds
move
left.
on. Swings out, spots one. Again, the guessing game for the next as net comes through. The guard will
Defenders
eventually
win.
get it done, crashing and burning.
Armels playing a retake on the C site, similar to what we've seen on Fracture and Ascent. They're just going to be right on the doorstep.
Yeah, I mean, retake, they are quick to it. Thief leads the charge. The Paranoia finds an early kill onto Tex. Valen good for the trade as the decay is good. The chop away at the health bars, but that has not been enough. Sim will eventually go down, but it's all up to 1. There as well, but the health isn't the best. Jonah P and Valen in awkward spots.
Wonder if Fly is going to send this aftershock in fault line towards that corner out towards Log, and it seems that he has. He's done exactly that to force these players out. What a huge play from Flya. And what it was the bonus of Moist Moguls, they might have just got it picked up unless Tex can find something huge. It's 5 players alive, and
that's just unheard of. That feels awful. Tex will be allowed that weapon as well. Brock takes some damage. How much is behind this fault line? It's nothing. That was just for Brock to try and get out of dodge with 49 HP.
that shock dart, oh, I thought it did a lot more damage than just onto Jonah P. The regrowth gets them all back. Look at Thief and his control. They don't have a lot towards mid. And for that reason, I think Guard can kind of slow walk up. They won't have any util to break this, to break the alarm button of the 2 swarms. But this kill into a Proto is, yeah, never mind. That's going to set them up. They don't need to break the util.
And the kill early from Tex, rifle found, means another 2 players down or Moist Moguls. And this hurts some early momentum that might be stripped away. Deep in the back line though. Spots 1, hit, and gets some damage straight back, but it's only damage thus far. The guard have so much to use to try and hang on to this round. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, Moist are going to try their darndest. Brock will grab the first. Valen's still healthy, but only a stinger to work with as the flashes come through. 4 players out towards mid. Only 1 remains. It's Flya, who's good in the last couple of maps, but needs to be perfect here. Tex.
That drone, oh, I was going to say if he saved it for the ult, it could have been huge. But Fly just creeps on through,
left.
and nobody's checking. That should be 1. Where's the second? Just around the corner.
Viper's Pit online. Trent flexes to use that one only for a moment. Paranoia is still available for Thief. Spike to be planted. There goes that paranoia. Viper not quite dealt with yet. Net does not make it out. Trent still alive, though. The pit still
10
stands with
seconds
8 HP. Brock just around the corner. Forced to reload. A tap on the Spike. Brock still holds the angle. Brock finds the kill, and there isn't any lack of them here. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Oh my goodness, but I mean, Net just doesn't care. Here on this angle, just continues to push on through. Not even next. Meanwhile, Valen makes mid his own. As 3 players tried their hand, he cuts them all down. He'll reign supreme.
Found a way. A spot just in heaven. No one watching. So Net's not in a bad area here. They can't break this lockdown. They have to back away. Players will get detained here in a second. Thief going by himself. And they do. That's going to slow down even further. I think if you're Moist Moguls, you low-key just save here. Just let Sim go in alone.
Enemy remaining.
3 killed.
Well, not the case. They feed a few kills more over to Valen, who opened up the round, looking to close it out. And what does Sim have to lose, right? Blades in hand. Decay is there. Can hopefully take a couple of heads with them, but nothing to grab. Few players out towards A long. And I mean, it might be a few more than Brock can handle here. Next one up is the fault line is just a second late. And there's no way out for the Sova except for in way of death.
Brock wanted in a second there. Oh, that's really well timed with that smoke fade. He might be able to catch. Oh, he does catch him. Jumping down is Flya. Jumping down is Flya. And Flya's got to find 2 more. Not meant to be. He made it possible. Side of the map. Have they bought into this one? Tex doing everything. Getting 1 is huge.
Sim's still here, though. Sim hasn't given this up just yet. Valen gonna teleport across the map, right into the crosshair, but the shots go wide. Trent with the Viper's pit once more. Domain expansion here on the A site, and it's been assumed by the guard.
Spike entered.
A little bit of shock dart damage, but Ned's able to back away. And look at the control this Viper's pit gives you. All the way into spawn, and even a nanostorm to buy more time. A second to follow. Everyone's going in towards heaven. And they have 1 flash to get into the site.
They have the waterfall from this position. Drop down, Trent ready for it. Expect some more, but dealt with. The pit will fall, but they need to find some more. As the last one stands, it's Jonah P. It's the person you want in this situation. As the spike continues to tick, there aren't cover moments from dissipating. First one up won't go down. Flya hangs on to the round. They have enough time. The lion's share.
Gosh, check backside. But look at Sim, and look at Brock and how close they are.
Yeah, crossfire here. Brock gonna show himself. Aftershock comes through. Flya full of util here. As the nano swarm was dealt with, Valen to hop onto the spike. Good spam to the Viper util. The sheriff shots, they don't land. They go over the shoulders in mid. The control has
Running back towards B main, it's not really even a flank. They're just gonna rotate and fight with their team.
beautiful shots here, pushing aggressively. Allow for space to get that spike planted. That was Brock to get that one down. Rolling Thunder available for Fly. We'll see if they need it. Sim gets caught, util in hand, and punished for it. The kills are traded right back. Moist Moguls find themselves in the driver's seat as Net will try his hand, picks up 2 kills, but with 5 HP, how much more can he get? Almost gets it done.
Side, and it looks like it is in a second. Flya's gonna get ready with a Rolling Thunder.
Snakebite keeps him at bay for a moment. Stunned up are the guard. Another Snakebite, though. This Viper utility so pesky, and with that, the B space taken. Net will find one for his troubles. A Proto on the trade. And Moist, they don't want to stop here. 1 player down here as they storm this C site, and Valen gets out of dodge.
And they didn't even get the plant down. They didn't even go for the stick. They just wanted to fight for A, and they lose control of it. Jonah P up against Flya, who's peeking out from garage door now. There's got to be something, because Valen's here as well. Backstab from towards C-Long, and there's nothing here that Moist Moguls can do.
Moist, the space, they have not moved just yet. Still 2 defenders here, they're here.
Down A.
The From the Shadows from Valen gives them the Q, and they knew it was a fake.
Yeah, a Proto gonna grab it back, though. They've opened up this site here, as Net will find Sim, looking to work his way back towards his team. Fly gonna try and minimize the damage dealt, and he does so successfully, but Jonah P, that P stands for playoff. The P stands for playmaker, and he's done just that. A slower start, but he looks to pick up the pace right here. Stunned is Thief, as Jonah P will run him down. And the spike is planted, sure, but the retake looks good as Flya gives himself up too much. And a huge round for the guard as they scrape their way back in. Moist Moguls They're not going to give this up. Flash out. Lockdown doesn't matter.
Lee!
Jonah P only gets one as the rest of the defense are able to back away safely. This pit's not even going to fall. Good snake bite will split the team. Sim on the other side.
And they're coming up through this Viper's pit.
Strike
This was
down.
such a good pit.
One enemy
It
remaining.
gives so much space, and even with the lockdown tower, they're walking into the cave no matter what.
Yeah, 1 HP shots through the box is all it took. He's been good, but he has to be perfect. He has to be godlike. The hero here in Tex. If you give him a chance, he will not miss.
Is forcing them in towards B-Tanner.
So quick though, kills taken right back. Tex and Jonah P were looking to work hand in hand. Flyo walks his way up towards B. The spike has been planted, and it is chaos at the start of this round here.
No mistakes. No mistakes in this post plant. It's already been tapped once. That's a big kill. He saw the second. Sim needs something else here, and he's not gonna get it.
That's it. That will do it. They all get mowed down. Net for 3. The defuse the way of Valorant, and the guard battered and bruised.
Defenders win.
Raise their shields to fight again, and their next battlefield is in Brazil.